So we were talking earlier today about how if you looked out at the moon last night, it was just beautiful, but pretty orange.
Pretty orange out there, and it wasn't a blood moon. You know, we always talk about those happening. This was the wildfire smoke. Sunsets, you'll see those as well. But last night, a lot of people noticed, yeah, it's really orange. If you're wondering where that smoke came from, this is a really cool graphic. Meteorologist Ben Derry put this together. And the way to think of this is we're forecasting and we're telling you where things are moving to. This is a way to more or less like reverse engineer the forecast. This tells you where the air mass came from, and you can see where it moved through across parts of northern Canada there. Then I'm going to show you this, where the wildfires are. So that air mass, as that was moving, it's picking up that wildfire smoke, and hence we have a lot of wildfire smoke in our sky. The good news is it is elevated, so air quality kind of remains in that good to moderate, and it looks like for the next couple of days it will do that. When we get to Wednesday, we're going to get a little push of cool, dry air moving in and a little fresh air, and that should clear the atmosphere for at least a little while. But watch out. Later in the week, that wildfire smoke, well, it's kind of parked over the Dakotas, and some of that heat from the Dakotas is coming this way. So we could see air quality maybe start to drop off a little bit as we get closer to the weekend. That's certainly something we're going to keep an eye on for you. But in the meantime, here's a look at the high temperatures we had today. And early on, we had some rain-cooled air in the North Country, and that's why you find the 70s in that direction. But without the rain out there, numbers were going to hit for the low to mid-80s across the region. Take a look at the numbers now as you go through these evening hours. We're kind of all settling into the 60s to low 70s at this hour. The humidity, you can feel it out here. It's a little on the humid side. But like I said, that little shot of fresh air comes in. It'll drop the humidity for Wednesday and Thursday. So again, it'll probably feel a little more comfortable outside. Then it starts to creep its way upward. And as we get into the weekend and early next week, it's going back up. So are the rain chances around here. But right now, the rain chances pretty limited to far southern Minnesota. But like I said earlier in the show, keeping an eye on the energy that we have in the northwest corner of the state right now, because that is expected to work its way south, and you can see what it's going to do there. It's going to set off some isolated cells moving through Alexandria towards Ortonville, even into places like Wilmer or Marshall through the overnight hours. And as that continues to roll through, and we're going to check on the graphics here and see why they're not advancing. There it goes. You just got to push the button really, really hard. That's all. All right, as we go into tomorrow morning, isolated rain. I think we'll find some pockets of isolated rain in northern Minnesota, but the better chance for that rain really ends up around the metro in southern Minnesota. But overall, you can see for yourself, not a great chance of showers and thunderstorms like we saw the last couple of days around here. But nonetheless, that is kind of bringing us into this drying trend we're seeing in the forecast pattern. For tomorrow, though, it is going to be rather hit or miss. Looks like we could have a few passing showers in the morning, but we're going to watch for those afternoon hours and see if it doesn't redevelop an isolated storm around the metro area. Checking out those daytime highs for tomorrow. We're bringing in that cooler air already. Low 70s, some 60s in the North Country, but meanwhile, you can see it doesn't quite reach southwest Minnesota for tomorrow. Still some 80s on the map, but when you take a look at that 7-day forecast, you see that pretty good chance Tuesday and Wednesday, many of us will enjoy the 70s. It starts to warm up around here. The humidity is also climbing, and right now looks like for Sunday, that's going to be our best chance of rain in that 7-day forecast. We'll be right back.